Hi, this is Bruce Paul and I'm the Lighting Gourmet. And at lightinggourmet.com we're cooking up some fun with lighting. Today we're going to talk about dimmers. We're going to keep it simple. We could go on for hours and we're not about dimmers, but we're going to have several segments on dimmers. First thing I'd like to talk about is Lutron dimming. That's a dimming of choice. There are many brands, but Lutron's the brand we prefer. They've been around for a long time. Absolutely fabulous helpline. A lot of technical support. There are a variety of styles of dimmers in Lutron. There's one called Ariadne, which is your traditional flip switch dimmer, like this, a flip switch. It's got a little slide dimmer on it. That's for traditional switching that you need a dimmer. You've got the Diva, which is basically a paddle with a slide dimmer on it. Comes in a lot of colors. It's a paddle, and then it's got a slide dimmer on it. And the third one is the Maestro. There are others, but these are the three cornerstones of their product line. The Maestro is actually digital. You press this anywhere on it, and you can adjust the dimming on the sidebar here. What we're going to cover today is two aspects of dimming. The simple one is the type of dimmers. You always have to figure out the type of dimmer first, not the style, which is a question, but the type of dimmer. There's three basic dimming loads. The cornerstone of dimming: incandescent, magnetic low voltage, and electronic low voltage. Those are the three cornerstones. There are other dimmers, other types of fluorescence. There's all kinds of other pieces to it. But for the average homeowner, you got three types. Again, incandescent, magnetic low voltage, and electronic low voltage. Very important to determine what the manufacturer of the lighting product specifies. In most cases, incandescent, regular light bulbs, manufacturer wants you to use an incandescent dimmer. And that's, again, going to just be pretty simple. That's what you see every day wherever you go. Incandescent dimmers are by far the most common. They also come in different wattages. Okay, but incandescent you start out with. The next one is magnetic low voltage. Magnetic low voltage requires a magnetic transformer with the lighting product. This is one example of a magnetic transformer. Very heavy, very big. They're not always this big. You can have magnetic low voltage cans that have a transformer only about the size of my fist. But it's important to determine, and again the manufacturer documentation will tell you what type of transformer it is. Is it magnetic? Magnetic transformers by definition are fairly heavy relative to electronic. They're also bigger. Okay, so recap: incandescent, then you have magnetic low voltage, and the third one is electronic low voltage. That's a completely different type of transformer. Transformers step down the power from 110 typically to a lower wattage like 12 volt or 24 volt. This happens to be an electronic transformer. This is a WAC 100 watt transformer. Very small, it's electronic. It needs an electronic low voltage dimmer to talk to it. Okay, so incandescent, magnetic low voltage, and electronic low voltage. That's the cornerstone of it. Second thing I'm going to point out is that dimmers have wattage loads. A dimmer is always going to have a certain rating for the wattage that can be put on it. The Maestro 600 right here is a 600 watt dimmer just like this. But if you put two dimmers next to each other like this, Lutron's dimmers derate. They reduce capacity. You have to break off these little fins where they match up so that they fit right in that slot normally. When you break off these fins, if you break off one side, it reduces some capacity, and if you put them between two dimmers, it's going to reduce even more capacity. For example, it's not always the same rule, but a Maestro 600, from 600, you drop off the fins on one side, it becomes 500 watts, drop off the fins on both sides, it becomes 400 watts. Very important to not have a load higher than what the dimmer is rated for. And how you figure out the load is just add up the wattage of the area you're dimming. So if you have 6 cans and they're 75 watts, that's 450 watts. On a 600 watt dimmer, not derated, you're fine. If you derate one side of the dimmer, it's still 500 watts. 500 watts is higher than 450, you're still fine. If you're not sure, which most people are not, go to your local lighting showroom that has expertise to help you with dimming, and make sure you get the correct dimmer for the correct application. Some caveats: there are all kinds of other dimmers. Compact fluorescent, extremely new segment. LED, extremely new segment. Very little dimming product available for that. manufacturers are not sure in some cases even if the product is dimmable yet or what type of dimmers to use. So again, always go back to the manufacturer for the lighting product to see what they specify for the type of dimming. Lutron has those 3 cornerstones of dimming plus a lot of others. If you get into one of those other categories, definitely get expertise to help you. I'm going to wrap up with face plates. The Lutron makes a very cool screwless face plate. No screws up here like you see in normal plates. Fits right over it. It's actually a 2-piece plate. Very cool. Absolutely recommend that you use these guys. You screw this on right over the dimmer and you pop this plate over it. Extremely clean look. Looks 100 times better than the traditional screw plates. Definitely invest a couple more dollars and go this way. Last thing I'm going to do, I'll be right back, is you've got colors. Lutron has technically 7, but I call it 6 primary colors. They have black and brown. They have white, ivory, almond, and light almond. Those are the 6 primary colors. Any good showroom stocks all those colors. Okay? So, and it doesn't matter what you want. A Maestro, an Ariadne, a GFCI plug, a standard plug, a switch, etc. All those come in those colors from Lutron. The other really cool thing about Lutron is they have designer colors. Typically about 20 colors at any one point in time. And there are some very, very cool colors in there. And they change 2, I believe, a year working with designers. Mocha Stone is one of the cool colors right here. That's a very, very popular color. Another one, Desert Stone, very, very popular. These are great for not only switches, but backsplash plugs, switches, GFCIs, phone outlets, etc. Lutron makes a huge assortment of products, so there's very little that you can't solve with the Lutron product. So, went a little longer than I meant to. Sorry about that, but a lot of good information. There'll be some more on Lutron, all kinds of neat stuff about dimming to learn later. Thanks for joining us at lightinggourmettv.com, and we'll be back soon. Thanks, guys. You can reach me at bruce@lightinggourmet.com. Thanks.